enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe.
So this month's message came through as a direct channeling from the Divine Council of Light. Some of you may be familiar with the Council of Light, as they have come through for many channelers and even more as of recently. I have started working with them both in the Akashic Records and with my Reiki healing. So they come forward with a absolutely poignant and timely message for all humans in general, but especially for light workers and people that are going through the ascension process right now. So I hope you find this transmission to be informative and more so just very affirming of what your experiences probably already are. And they come through with a lot of little tidbits and really interesting pieces about how our physical bodies are changing and the kinds of things that we really need to focus on in the month of September, but even far beyond that, with how we can embody these changes in a way that's really impactful and that also helps the light of humanity grow. So if you find this message to be enjoyable for you to hear or helpful in any way at all, please give it a like and subscribe if you can, because that is the only way that other people get to hear the message too. That's just the way YouTube works. And so it really makes a massive difference for us creators. If you do give it a like, then it tells the algorithm of YouTube to share it with other people. So here we go. Let's dig in. To those of you who are able to receive this message, we welcome you on all levels to the table, to both be a voice for the voiceless, but to also to be here to receive, to understand that there is much communication between ourselves. Right now, as we are strengthening our connection to you and others in this earthly realm, many have shared our voice and our intentions, and many more will come to follow soon. This is the way that things will help change and transition for you as we bring in these higher frequencies through the channel, through our words, through our beings. You will receive these energies through this message and through the voices of others who carry similar. These higher frequencies at this time are meant to help assist you in your earthly experience, in your earthly bodies, to raise your frequency so that you may help raise the frequency of others. It is the time that light workers are coming back to their original soul plan, their original intentions of being a beacon of not only hope but of light and of higher frequencies for the planet at this time. So we bring you this wisdom and guidance because we want you to understand that you are all here for one very important task, and that is to hold the higher frequencies and to hold the light so that others may also feel and see and sense the things that you have access to. As you are in your earthly bodies, your energetic bodies, and your soul, attuning to our higher frequencies, you are also receiving energetic upgrades. So this helps both us, you and us, as we are one, but also your need to increase your energetic body so that you may begin to channel even greater amounts of higher energies for you and others. Please know that this is not always an easy task, that your body will go through many recalibrations, many upgrades, and many adjustments. And when these happen over the next months, you will have some symptoms that might feel slightly challenging. For some of you, these symptoms feel a bit overwhelming because you don't fully understand where the original source is coming from. So you're trying to self-diagnose and trying to misplace what you think is a physical ailment is not actually coming from something stemming in your physical body that is wrong, but rather it is from the result of all of these frequencies and energetic upgrades at this time. Please understand that this is part of the process, that this was something that was agreed upon. Your soul knew coming in that it might be challenging on many levels, both emotionally and physically, and at times on a soul level, to come into alignment and acceptance with these higher frequencies in your body. So you might feel levels of discomfort. There might be times where it will be challenging as you're integrating these. Please know that we are always here to help you and assist you in any capacity that is needed. So if you are experiencing any challenges physically, emotionally, mentally, or otherwise, please reach out to us, the Divine Council of Light. You may also reach out to many of the angels that are surrounding you as well. We are all here to support you in this effort, for we know that this can feel challenging, but you are doing a great service both to us and us universally, but also to the human race. So understand that there is a lot of challenges that will be coming your way, but these challenges are meant for the embetterment of humanity. They are not meant to, quote, teach you a lesson. They are meant to cleanse your planet of the denser elements, to remove the negativity and the lower frequencies and lower energies that have really riddled your planet with so many challenges and problems. So in order to work through a lot of these dense energies, things have to move and shift. That is the only way. So please understand, this is not some type of repercussion. This is not an Armageddon. This is not end times. This is not things that are meant to punish you in any way. This is simply a need that has to occur in order for these lower frequencies, in order for this negative energy and the multitudes of wrong deeds that have occurred to be purged from your planet. This is a coordinated effort by all of us here in the Divine Council, angels, guides, and as you would call them, ET beings. We are working together to facilitate this transition for humanity. It is a very pinnacle moment in the evolution of your species. So know that what you are doing is of great service for all. Please understand, there are so many things going on that you cannot see or have awareness of, but that is still the case. We are here to support you in any way that we can. So if you have a challenging situation in your life, whether it is personal or relationship related or anything that is causing you distress, please know that you can rise up and give us a call, so to speak, to come in and allow us to help you transition these challenges into an amicable solution. Understand that we are always here to help in any capacity that we can. So do not fear, and please call on not only your angels and guides, but on the Divine Council of Light. And we want to say we love all of you, and that this transmission is now complete. Divine Council, may we have some guidance for the month of September. We speak in one unified voice to offer enlightenment and to help guide the way for those who are seeking attunement and a sense of progression in your earthly selves, in your earthly bodies. We are here gathered with friends and loved ones to guide you as we always have. Yes, we understand that it is helpful for many of you out there to have specific topics to focus your energies on a cyclical or monthly basis. Please know and understand, however, these energies are transitory and may not last in a specific calendar month, some of which may continue to grow over the next several months. So as we give you things to ponder on, as we give you things to work on and things to focus your energies towards, please know that it isn't necessarily just for the month of September. That yes, this is a time in this current situation where you may find these physical challenges as we spoke of, but there are also other things arising in your society. And these are things that we can touch on that may have impacts upon you, plus energies that are coming in from a divine source. So we will continue with a few suggestions of themes from an energetic point of view, from how we view things. Does that make sense? Yes, thank you. We have called upon you overall to focus on your health and your well-being. This has been a challenge for many of you, as depending upon your culture or where you originate from, has been conditioned within you to take on habits in your personhood that are not healthy for your physical, your mental, your emotional, or spiritual bodies. So we are calling upon the earth at this time and all of its inhabitants to look inward and listen to your bodies, to focus on what is needed for your own energetic upgrade. This will not be the same for everyone. It depends upon you as an individual to seek out areas in your life where you are out of alignment with your physical structure. For some of you, it may be coming into work-life balance. You may be stressing yourself so much with being out of balance. So for this reason, we are saying that learning how to come into a balance between how many hours you put yourself in a work mode or a state of hyper focus with the attention on work tasks versus time that you give for yourselves in rest may be challenging and may be causing energetic problems. So we ask some of you to focus on that, as that will be an ongoing theme throughout the rest of this year. Additionally, we have brought up the issue of coming in alignment with what you put in your bodies, that this is also a major theme coming forward with humanity right now. There is much focus on food as a resource, and this will continue to arise and evolve in the collective as many are awakening to the fact that your food sources are not incongruent with what your body needs. So we are bringing your attention to this because we want everyone in the collective to understand that you need to be more mindful about where you source your food, what you are putting in your body, and what is in the food that you are eating. This is a major theme coming forward for the collective that each and every one of you will have to face on whatever level it is that you need to in order to resolve it. So yes, focusing on your body, what you're putting in your body, what you are consuming, both in terms of food and in terms of energy. To be very mindful of coming as close to organic or source foods as you can. And this cannot be just a visionary goal. This needs to be a priority, because many of you are unintentionally poisoning yourselves with what you are consuming. This is a huge theme moving forward for humanity altogether, but also for many of you who are listening to this message. So, going forward, start becoming very mindful of exactly where your food comes from and what is in it. Yes, we say this is of huge focus at this time. In addition to this, but slightly less of a consideration, is how you are energetically moving your bodies. Although many of you who are hearing this have better habits than the host necessarily that we are communicating with, and we are speaking about physical daily habits of exercise and body movement. Yes, this needs to be a physical daily thing. It cannot be once a month or once a week. You should take time every day to physically move your body in some way that is joyful for you. And the reason why we mention joy is because if you enjoy it, you will do it more often. That is also another way to raise your frequency. So find a physical activity that is joyful to you, that does not feel like work or feel like another thing that you have to do, but rather something that you look forward to that enjoys physical movement. This will be an ongoing theme, yes, for the remainder of our time, because it's always something that can be evolved, looked at, changed, and adjusted and improved upon. But we call your attention to this now because it is of vital importance at this time to come into healthy habits and alignment with your physical structure. That is the only way that your physical structure can evolve in higher frequencies along with your soul. Thank you, Divine Council of Light, for that transmission. Is there anything else that we need to focus on for the month of September? Yes, there is always more. But we do not want to overwhelm you. We want to keep you focused on the things that are of most vital importance right now. We say there will be many ongoing challenges, both in terms of your financial structures, educational structures, political structures, and many things throughout humanity that will shift and adjust and change for all who hear this. But it will be a bit more of an individual experience in this regard, because each and every one of you live within different circumstances. So there's not going to be one global event that causes any kind of shift specifically in one area. It will rather be smaller shifts all over that will require people to adjust how they look at these systems. These will be challenges going forward. But for right now, we want you to focus on your physical structure, on grounding your energy, on taking care of your physical body, on connecting yourself to your higher realms, and understanding that the way that you can move through these energies and these challenges and these changing times is going to be through embodying your physical body more and becoming harmonious with it, rather than seeing your physical body as a dead weight or a human meat sack, as some of you have called it. It is a divine three-dimensional house for your soul, and it needs to be treated that way and looked at it as such, for it is not something that you can have a human experience without. So you need to show your physical structure gratitude and love the same way that you show gratitude and love towards others. So we want you to focus on mostly this currently, because this is what is most important for you to come into alignment in other ways. Yes, that makes perfect sense. Thank you. Council of Light, is there any last words that we need to know at this time before we disconnect? Know that we are here always. We are only a thought away, and that we will be making much communication, both collectively and individually, through you. Those who are hearing this message will know and feel our presence if you call on us. So don't be weary. Don't question whether or not you have the ability to connect. If you are listening to this message, know that you do. You would not be guided here unless you had that, and we would say, to extension, that all humanity has the right to access this information. We just are currently speaking to a smaller number of you at the moment who have raised in frequency enough to receive this information. We thank you. We thank you for your service. Your light that you give the world is of vital importance, and we hold it in the highest esteem. Please know that all is happening for a reason, and that we are here completely to support you. They are also referencing the 144 as a symbolic energy of frequency that we are connected to. Council, can you, before you leave, give us a little guidance, because there is a lot of question out there. Okay, so they're saying that they do not want to speak on that specific issue at this time because it will muddy the waters, but to know and to understand ultimately that the 144 is representative of an energetic frequency that we all share. More will be provided later. Thank you. Thank you, Council. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. I leave you with love and light, and hope that this message brings you some clarity, as I know we are living together in an enormously challenging world, and it's only heightened by the fact that we as light workers and we as people who are attuned to these frequencies, it has been very physically challenging and transformative for all of us. And so I share that with you, that I understand completely that I myself have felt my physical structure change so very much over the last several months, in particular since our April solar eclipse. And I know that we have all felt it, and we're experiencing, different physical symptoms as the result. So I am not surprised that the Council of Light is coming through with this message for September. It does feel very on point with what we need to do, listening to our bodies at this time. So yeah, I guess a lot of it kind of comes back to doing the inner work to find out what are the parts and pieces for you, independently, that you can implement in your life, as far as always improving in little ways to give that love and grace to your physical structure. Because that's really what the essence of the message felt like to me, is really about returning to a sense of divine oneness with this here. So we had previously done so much projection outward into finding source energy and connecting to source energy really in our crown chakra. And it feels like, Spirit is bringing it back to us and saying it all starts within, and this is your vessel, and you need to honor it and do all the things that are required to honoring it. So I know that I've gotten so many messages over the last several months about eliminating lots of things out of my diet, particularly alcohol of any type, caffeine, which was the hardest to get completely out of my system, but also limiting sugar and eating unprocessed foods, which I felt I had always done, but it seems like they always bring it back to one more thing that you need to change. So it's a journey, but it feels definitely like our physical structure needs to evolve too. And in order for that to happen, we have to keep doing this work. I did hear the little message in there where they were kind of calling me out on not moving enough. And I was kind of like, oh no. Well, we all have something we need to work on. So, yeah, I can feel that does definitely resonates for me personally, to not view it as work, but to find something that you love in movement. So I've recently taken up Qigong, and have loved every minute of that. So I will continue doing that, and hopefully getting back into my yoga routine. But anyway, I digress. I'm just here sharing my human with you, because I know we all have those challenges in different ways, and I hope we can connect on other levels. Please know that I am also an entrepreneur, and I like to offer sessions for people to connect with their angels and guides, if you're so called to do so. I never use channeling as a way to gain clients, and that is never my intention, but I like to just add that in, is I am really looking forward to connecting with more of you, and that's really the part that lights me up. So if you're interested in having even just a conversation, please reach out to me, and I would love to create some more connection in our communities. So may the light be with you, and I hope you have a joyous and wonderful month of September, and hopefully we can connect soon. Thank you.